to Chapter 2, Lesson 7. The essential question for this week is, what strategies can I use to add or subtract? Today's strategy is subtracting across zeros. Sometimes subtraction involves minuends that have zeros. Remember, you have the minuend, the subtrahend, and the difference. And the minuend has zeros sometimes. What do you do about that? Okay, let's read the word problem. Each fourth grade class has a goal to collect 5,100 pennies for charity. How many more pennies do the fourth graders in Mr. Blake's class need to reach their goal? Anytime you see how many more, you know it's subtraction. Okay, so we need 5,100. And Mr. Blake's class has 3,520. So we need to subtract 3,520 from 5,100. Okay, the first step says subtract the ones place. Okay, but in the ones place, we have two zeros. So 0 minus 0, 0. Then we go to the tens place, subtract tens place. Now it uses this word regroup 100 as tens. So you cannot subtract 0 from 2 and still have a positive number. So this is where we come into regrouping or borrowing. So you look to the place next door. Oh, hello, hundreds place. Can you lend me one of your hundreds? And he says, why, yes. So now he has no hundreds. And we've now given the hundreds to this guy. So now we have 100. But instead of writing 100, we're just going to write 10. 10, because really this 0 has already been subtracted. So this is a 10. Now, it says 10 tens minus 2 tens. So 100 minus 20, or 10 minus 2. The answer is still 2. Okay, now we need to subtract the hundreds place right here. It says regroup 1,000 as 10 hundreds. Okay, so basically we have nothing. We have 0 hundreds. So we can't have 0 hundreds minus 5 hundreds. So we need to regroup or borrow from this guy. Hello, can we have one of your thousands? Why, yes. So now he only has 4 thousands. And he's giving us 1,000. But we've already subtracted, so that's just 0. So now we have 1,000, or 10, minus 5. Okay. Because it's 1,000 minus 500. So 10 minus 5 is 5. And what you have left, thousands place, 4 thousands minus 3 thousands is 1,000. So, Mr. Blake's class needs 1,520 more pennies. And how do we check? Okay, so this is a great thing. You can always see if you got the right answer by adding the difference and the subtrahend. So, 1,520. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 2 is not 0. So we have made a mistake. What's our mistake? That's okay. And I wanted to do this to demonstrate to you the power of the check. You might think checking is not important, but it's super important. Look, somewhere in this math process, I've made a mistake. But because I've checked it, I realized that 2 and 2 don't make 0. So that means something's wrong. And you know what? I know exactly what place value it's wrong in. And then I think, 10 minus 2 is not 2, it's 8. I simply wrote down the wrong number. It was super easy. Mr. Silly Mistakes tried to get me. Look at him. It can happen to you. It can happen to me. It can happen to anyone in math. Okay, a silly mistake can come along and bite you, so you have to check. Okay, now let's check. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, so I'll leave the 0, carry the 1. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 1. Okay, so 11, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5. Now we have our answer. Mr. and Miss Silly Mistakes, you did not get me because I checked. Okay, let's try on this page. There were 30,090 fans at the stadium on Saturday. The next Saturday, there were 22,977 fans. How many more, subtraction, fans were at the stadium on the first Saturday than the second Saturday? Okay, so first Saturday, second Saturday. We're subtracting. Okay, so we have to subtract the ones first. 0 minus 7. We can't do it, so we have to regroup 1, 10 as 10 ones. So I'm looking to him and I'm saying, "Excuse me, can I have one of your 10s?" And he says, "Why, certainly. I'll give you 10, but that means I only have 8 left. So 10 minus 7 is 3. And now I have to subtract the tens place. I have 8 tens, or 80, and 7 tens. So 80 minus 70, 1. Okay, now I'm over here to the hundreds. It says, okay, so 0 minus 9 cannot. So group 1, 10,000 as 10,000. Regroup 1,000 as 10 hundreds. Okay, so basically you're asking on this guy, can I borrow from you? And he says, sorry, I don't have any. So I go to him, can I borrow from you? No, sorry, I don't have any. Okay, so now I gotta go to this guy, the 10,000. Okay, so I'm borrowing a 10,000 from him. He doesn't, so he's down 1, okay? He's giving it to him. Okay, now he has some, so I can't borrow from him, I can't borrow from him, but I can borrow from him. So now he only has 9 left. So he gives 1 here. And I say, oh, can I borrow from you? Yes, I can. Okay. Actually, I don't need to borrow because this is as far as we go. We already did this one. So 10 minus 1, 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 2 is 7. 2 minus 2 is 0. Oh my goodness. We have to fill this out though. So 8 minus 10 is 3. And 10 minus 9 is 1. And 9 minus 2 is 7. 2 minus 2 is 0. So 30,000 minus 22,977 is 7,113. But remember, we were saved by our check last time, so let's do it just to be sure. It's always good to check. You never know when Mr. Silly Mistakes can come your way. 9 plus 1 is 10, and 10, and 3. Did we get it? 30090. Oh, we got it. Awesome. So, there were 7,113 more fans. We can be sure of our answer. Okay, draw Mr. Silly Mistakes here. Get good, practice. Maybe give him some crazy ears, some wiggly hair, maybe some eyebrows if you like. All right, see you in class.